If AI is overwhelming you, this video is for you. Does this sound like you? You see people on Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube talking about 100 new ways to use AI. This AI platform is now on version 3.28, so you feel obligated to try and use it, but you feel some anxiety welling up in your chest since it seems so complicated and so much to keep up with. That's how I felt. I'm Marcus. I've worked with teams that have advised for Nike, Under Armour, Mind Valley Founder, and more. AI used to overwhelm me. Don't let it overwhelm you. In reality, AI is pretty easy to get the hang of. By the end of this video, you will understand how you can start using AI, what platform you should use for your specific use case, and how you can make AI work for you so you get the results you want. Why you need to use AI. For the purpose of easy understanding, when I say AI, I'm referring to platforms like Chat GPT, Grok 3, which is X's AI, and Deepseek R1. They're actually called large language models, or LLMs. So if you hear that term being thrown around, think Chat GPT. Now, why do you need to use AI? Well, the majority of people aren't using AI yet. Almost 20% of Americans are using AI at least weekly. That means 80% of Americans are not using AI, which means that 80% of Americans are doing their day-to-day work slower and less effectively than you can. Meaning you have an opportunity to outshine your coworkers and or competition, whoever they may be. Now, this is my theory. Of those 20%, the majority of them only use AI at a super basic level, meaning they are only asking it simple Google search questions, even though they know it can do more. So less than 10% of people are actually using AI to get ahead, or more than 90% of the population is not using AI to get ahead. I started using AI in 2024, and for context, I don't live under a rock and of course have heard of Chat GPT before, but I just felt like it wouldn't actually be as useful as everyone was telling me, and I was skeptical. But I remember it was a Sunday and I was scrolling through Twitter and I kept seeing these tweets talking about AI saving them so much time and how they were automating their workflows and doing research for them. So I said, fuck it, like I'm just gonna try it out. Why not? So I went to my desk, opened up ChatGPT on my laptop, made a free account, and boom, I had the prompt screen open and ready to go. And kid you not, I probably had that screen open for like 20 minutes and I had no fucking idea what to search. I literally ended up searching how to use ChatGPT effectively, and it gave me some long ass complicated response that was just too much to read, and I was like, all right, I'm over it. I was right, this shit sucks. And yeah, sure, you guys or the AI community can make fun of me and say I'm just lazy for not wanting to sit and read through its complicated response, but I bet the average person feels the same way. Anyways, I closed my laptop and gave up, and then I went about like another month or so without using it, but I was at work and my boss wanted me to look into something called Fathom. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's an AI note taker for Zoom meetings and stuff like that. So I had our sales team use it, and I gotta say it took great notes. It summarized things phenomenally, and you could ask it questions and get insights across all of the different calls that you recorded. But moral of the story, I was impressed. So that weekend I was like, all right, I'm gonna give ChatGPT another shot and just see if it can help me write the script for a video. But this time, since I had an actual project, things turned out pretty damn well, and I ended up with a well-written script in my writing style that was well-researched and was done in about half the time that I usually take to write a script. And that led me to using AI to help with copywriting, building tools to help with YouTube with zero coding experience, script writing, brainstorming, analyzing data, and like a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, I'm not going to claim that I'm an AI wizard and talk about every single way that you can use AI and make it so complicated that you don't understand. But if you're overwhelmed with AI or skeptical, I was too, but now I use it and I use it well, meaning I get tasks done faster, so I have more time in my day, and the quality of my work is better, so my results are better. So here's what you need to do to use AI well. 1. Pick a project to work on. You need something to work on. I'm gonna call it a project because a project means you have an end goal in mind. And if you aren't working on a project but want to use AI, this doesn't make any logical sense because you have no direction and won't have a use case for AI. You won't know what to use AI for, and you will feel overwhelmed with all of its different capabilities. A project can be an assignment at your job, a side hustle, your content creation journey, literally anything as long as you're working towards a final goal. But what AI platform should you use for your project? 2. Decide on a single AI platform and start from there. Do not get caught up and overwhelmed by all of the new updates on AI and this platform just updated its model. Now it's a million times better than all the other platforms and all the other news that's out there. Don't worry about all the noise. Most of that is people just trying to get more clicks. Your goal is to get started and learn how to use AI well. For the majority of people, there are 4 major use cases for AI: writing and fleshing out their ideas, complex problem solving and coding, researching, and data analysis. And there are 4 major AI platforms you can consider using. Here are the 4 and what they excel in. Chat GPT, best overall. It is the easiest to interact with and has the most use cases. It's the second best for writing and the best for data analysis. It can examine and edit Excel sheets, documents, that sort of thing. Next is Claude, best for content creation and writing. It has the most natural and human-like writing among all of the different AI models, making it the top choice for creative writing, storytelling, and professional content like blogs or scripts. Grok 3, best for researching. Reason being, it provides real-time info. It might be best for coding as well, but there's no official data to back this yet. It's just a bunch of people tweeting that. Last is Deepseek R1, best for complex problem solving and coding. So pick your AI service based on what your project needs are. And if you're still struggling to pick, Chat GPT has the easiest interface to interact with, and it has the best all-around capabilities. Now you have the right AI platform, so let's make your AI platform work for you so you get the results you hear everybody getting. 3, learn how to create requests effectively. This is everything. This is called prompt engineering. Prompting means creating requests for AI. This is the most important part of using an AI service. You need to learn how to prompt well. If you don't, your results won't be good. Here are some straightforward rules and examples to follow. Rule 1, cut out the fluff. Keep your prompt as direct as possible. You don't need to say, please create, could you please, can you. The fewer the words you use, the less AI has to process. The fewer distractions you give it, the better results. Rule 2, add the right words. Be descriptive. The more details you give, the less AI has to guess. Instead of write a blog post about social media marketing, you should say something like, you are an expert social media marketer. Write a 1,000-word blog post about social media marketing for beginners. Use a conversational tone. Use language that is equal to a 5th grade reading level. Divide it into 5 parts and include a list in each part. It can be hard to do this on your own or know where to start, so follow this checklist. Now, I'm not going to read it off, so pause the video and I'll mark this section in the video's chapters. Rule 3, memory. Most AI services can remember information or instructions you give them, and they'll follow those instructions for all of your future prompts. For example, I use Sora to generate video footage for my YouTube videos. I will provide you with a sentence from my script, and you will create a prompt for Sora from that sentence. Your prompt will be based on the guidelines below. Black background, fine white pencil. Use a design similar to sketches. All sketches will have a Japanese aesthetic and style to them. Store these guidelines in your memory and follow them for every Sora video prompt request. You can have the AI store instructions or new information at any point in your chat, not only in the beginning. You can also have it delete instructions and store new ones. Rule 4, contemplating and reviewing their own work. Always store this instruction in your AI's memory. Contemplate your answer to ensure you are providing the highest quality response. Then, after your response is produced, ask your AI to review their own work to ensure everything is factual and accurate, and to find areas where they can improve their response. Bonus. All right, so here's a bonus for those who use Chat GPT. In the paid version of Chat GPT, you can create a project and provide instructions that the AI should always follow for that project. So when you give it the right instructions, the answers Chat GPT produces are astronomically better. I'll include my instructions in the video description, and the responses it produces now are exponentially better. Shout out to @MrSippa on Twitter for the instructions. AI isn't overwhelming. The media coverage around AI makes it overwhelming. Work on a project, decide on an AI platform that makes sense for your project, and get good at prompting. So if you want to cultivate a minimalist mindset or learn about self-understanding and designing a different destiny, you can subscribe. Appreciate you all.